Yeah, let us get started with the first question. How many years did human brain take to develop? How many years? 700 million years it has taken for the brain to develop. Next one. According to the passage, what is the most complex structure in the human body? The most amazing structure on the earth is the human brain. That is the simple one we can guess. That is the third one. Next, third question. What was the primary function of the primitive brain? Where is it? In the beginning? See here. The nerves help the creature to sense light, food and danger. So eventually this bunch of nerves became creature's brain. So that is later, but in the beginning it only has the sense of sensing light, sense of food and danger. So that is the first one. Next, move to 4. What is fully developed human brain capable of? Yeah, fight, ability to judge right from the wrong, communicate, memory, none of this. Where is this you can find? Yeah. See here. Finally, the ape-like creature became human with a brain that was capable of reason, emotion, creativity, memory, and the ability to judge from right from wrong. So in all of these options, you have only one that is suitable, that is the second one. Next, fifth one. What do you mean by useless stuffing used in the passage? Useless stuffing is here. Okay, see here, there is a lot about the brain that we do not yet understand. Believe it or not, people used to think of the brain as useless stuffing. What do you mean by useless stuffing? People treated brain as the useless one, unnecessary one. See, unused nerves present in the brain, unimportant material. Next one, vestigial organ in the body, storage space in human body. Which of these is correct? Unimportant. So useless stuffing in the sense unimportant. Next one. Move to 6th, fillers. So failure to comply dash patient regulations as a reason for the issue of compulsory license cannot be applied. Comply is followed by which of the prepositions? Here you need to get one preposition. Comply without, comply further, comply for, comply and, comply with. That means to accept something, to accept some rules and regulations. That is the meaning you should get here. Comply without, that becomes antonym. Comply further is not at all there. Comply for, that shows the reason. Comply and cannot be used. This is the conjunction here, which is the coordinating one. Comply with, that is a preposition, and comply is always followed by with. Remember, comply with in the sense to accept some orders. Next one, 7th one. Several interior dash such as Amber, Tiruvannamalai, Vellore and Arani experienced rain and strong winds of 50 km/h. Several interior surroundings, several interior localities, several interior earth, several interior areas, several interior circumferences. Interior areas. What do you mean by interior areas? Yeah, which places? Interior places. What do you mean by interior places? Kind of rural areas, okay, kind of abandoned areas. So here several interior areas such as all these places experienced rain and strong winds of 50 km/h. Next one, 8th one. 6 people who were stranded in floodwaters rescued in Chittor district on Thursday. Okay, 6 people who were stranded in floodwaters. What do you mean by stranded? Stranded in the sense like being swept away, కొట్టుకుపోవడం అన్నమాట, నీళ్ళల్లో కొట్టుకుపోవడాన్ని స్ట్రాండెడ్ అని అంటాం. Okay, so 6 people who were stranded in floodwaters dash rescued in Chitto district on Thursday. So what do you use here? Being, were, has, have, had. See, how many options can you eliminate here? Third one you can eliminate. Why? Because we are speaking about 6 people. Another one is have. If that is present perfect tense, we can go with have. Had also can be used if that is past perfect. Next, were is there. If that is present continuous, we can go. But here you can see V3. So can we go with were? Maybe. Next one, being is also there. Okay, but being is not suitable. So 6 people who were stranded in floodwaters rescued in Chittor district. So is it active voice or passive voice? This is passive voice. They were rescued by some people on Thursday. So with passive voice, what do you use? Were must be used here. Okay, that is the second one. Next, 89. 2 farmers stranded in dash waters when they went to their field to check their agricultural matters were rescued by the NDRF team. See here, we are speaking about the type of waters. Okay, in which type of waters people could be stranded away. Okay, see here, gap waters, sprout waters, gushing waters, emit waters, pouring out waters. What do you mean by sprout water? Sprout is just like a small fountain. Okay, which we use it for a kind of decoration. Okay, not useful. Gushing water in the sense like serious strong flow of waters. Okay, have you ever seen the power of the water when it is released from the dam? So that is called as gushing water. Okay, with so much of force. Next, emit in the sense the water which is coming out, but it doesn't actually mean as the strong waters or the waters which are so harsh. Next, pouring out, that means coming out, not at all useful. Gap waters we don't use. So which one is related to this context? Gushing means the strong waters, heavy water waves. Okay, they were like the farmers were carried by these heavy waters and they went to their field, and here they were rescued by the NDRF team. Third one is suitable. Next, 10th one, vaccines were likely to be availed in dash numbers and would be progressively rolled out over the years using the National Immunization Program. Vaccines were likely to be available in meaningless numbers, significant numbers, unimportant numbers, trivial numbers, minor numbers. There is one odd man out in these 5 options. What is that? What do you mean by significant? Which is important. And if you look at all the other options, meaningless, unimportant, synonyms, trivial, unimportant, minor, unimportant, all of 1, 3, 4, 5 are synonyms. Odd man out is significant, that is important. Next, 11th one, check out the errors. Have you got all the errors? How many errors are there? There are 15, right? How many of you have answered all of them? 15 out of 15. Not correct ones. How many of you at least answered? Correct answer or wrong, that is secondary. Answered or not? Okay, let us go through them. The 9 customer satellites is from the United States, Louisiana and Luxembourg. Yeah. Which one is correct? Where is the error? How is the second one is wrong? See, you can go with the 2 ways. You can go with the 2 ways. One way is 9 customer satellite is from. 9 customer satellite is the name of that satellite. Okay, so this satellite is from United States, can be used. Another one is 9 customer satellites are from United States. In both ways it can be used, but based on the context we have to decide it. The error is in second part, that we know clearly. Next, 12th one. To accomplish great things, we must not only act but also dream, not only plan but also believe. Where is error? To accomplish great things, We must not only act but also dream, not only plan but also believe. Where is error? There is no error. It is absolutely a kind of suggestion. You can go with the fifth one. Next one, 13th one. How to tackle the non-performing asset is the hard nut to crack for the banking industry all over the world. Ikkada my error. How to tackle the non-performing asserts, not assert. Okay, error is in the second one. It is the hard nut to crack. What do you mean by the hard nut to crack? Difficult one to solve, difficult one to find. Okay, so the error is here. It must be asserts. Next, 14th one. People used to be afraid by that the gypsies might carry their children off. Yes, people used to be afraid of. Here if you have comma, then it must be more clearer to you, but there is no comma here, this is continuation. But remember, afraid is followed by of, not by. Next, 15th one. A delegation of Parliament of members from Punjab met Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Saturday to seek the resumption of train services to the state stopped since September. Where is error? Noun. A delegation of members of Parliament, not Parliament members. Okay, members of Rajya Sabha, not Rajya Sabha members. Right, the error is in the first one. Next, 16th. Despite the abrupt of the DDC elections in terms of timing, it is important that this sacred space in democracy is not allowed to be invaded and marauded by divisive forces. Yeah, despite error, despite of, despite is never followed by of, my dear students, remember that. You have another error in the first one only. What is that? After a and the, what do you need? What do you need? Noun is needed. Can you find the noun there? Abrupt is given. What is the parts of speech of abrupt? Abrupt, that is verb form. But here we need a noun form. What is a noun form for abrupt? That is abruption. Yeah. The screen is gone, but I think you can hear. Okay, I don't know whether the live is there. Let us go with the 17th one. We have recently begun the process of recruiting insurance agents for our northeastern branches. How many of you found the error in this? Finding error is okay, but correct error. Look at the first one. We have recently begun the process of recruiting. Is there any error? Yes. Where is it? What are the verb forms of begin? Begin, began, begun. And the sentence is in which tense? Present, perfect tense. Have is there. Have is followed by V3, but began is only V2. So remove began, go with begun. Next, 18th. In spite that organizations are aware of the importance of IT, they often do not know how to deploy it effectively. They don't know how to deploy, in the sense how to manage it effectively. Okay. So here, in spite that organizations are aware, here we actually have to get the positive kind of starter, not in spite. Here we can go with despite the fact. That is the continuation we need. Despite the fact that organizations are aware, not in spite. Here we have to go with despite the fact. The organizations are aware of the importance of IT. They often do not know how to deploy it effectively. So here the first half is in positive, the second half is in the negative. If you go with in spite, then both of them will become negative. The sentence stands as the error again. Next, 19. Although interlinking of rivers will help tackle drought, The government has not paid much attention to this project. Although interlinking of rivers will help tackle drought. What do you mean by this sentence meaning till here? Although interlinking of rivers. What do you mean by interlinking of rivers? Joining multiple rivers will help tackle drought. What do you mean by tackling the drought? What do you mean by drought? Karuvu. Okay. Tackling the drought in the sense reducing the drought situations. Okay. So that they can flourish the lands. That is the meaning. So although interlinking of rivers will help tackle droughts, the government has not paid much attention to this project. So though there would be some positive results, the government still did not focus on the project. The sentence is clear. There is no error in this. You can go with fifth one. Keeping in mind that India is one of the world's fastest growing economies, many international companies are invested in India. Keeping in mind that India is one of the world's fastest growing economies, many international companies are, if you go with R plus V3, the sentence becomes passive, but the sentence is not in passive, it is in active. We have to go with R plus V4. All the companies are investing in India. Therefore, it is in 4. Next, 21st. Despite the merger, the airline has reported sizable losses and is unable to pay their employees. Where is error? Amma, fourth one. How? Very good. See here. Despite the merger, the airline has reported. How many airlines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are speaking about one airline has reported sizable losses and is unable to pay its employees, not their employees. We are speaking about one airline. Next one, 22. We are the pupils of Shantiniketan Vidya Mandir. Ours is the outgoing batch this year. We, along with our teachers, shall celebrate the farewell party in our school at this time tomorrow. The sentence is in which tense? Find out with this keyword, key phrase. At this time tomorrow. Where do you use this phrase? Future? Correct cheppali. Future? Perfect? Future continuous. We will be writing the exam at this time tomorrow. I will be going to my village at this time day after tomorrow. So this is the key phrase that you use in the future continuous. But if you look at the sentence, our teachers shall celebrate the farewell, that becomes simple future. We have to change the sentence from simple future to future continuous. So our teachers shall be celebrating the farewell party in our school at this time tomorrow. So the error is in third part. Next, 23rd. It is our responsibility as intelligent beings to question everything we do so that we can weed out unacceptable behavior, however established it may be. What is the meaning? It is our responsibility as intelligent beings to question everything we do so that if you do that, we can weed out unacceptable behavior. What do you mean by we can weed out? We can remove, we can eliminate unacceptable behavior, however established it may be. So how do you use here? If you go with however, remember it becomes contrast. We are not speaking about the contrast situation. We are only speaking about the generalized nature that every intelligent being must do. So here you cannot go with however. So what do you use here? How much ever established it may be, not however. The error is in the fourth one. Next, 24. Most of us will not accept anything that is imposed on us, but the youth can be encouraged to read and comprehending at least once a day. that is once a day or once a day, that is clerical mistake might be, that might be once a day, not the exact error. Okay, don't go with the error. In this case this might be clerical. Other than this, there is one more error. What is that? When do you use coordinating conjunction and, or how do you use it? Two equal rank of words, two equal rank of phrases, or two equal rank of sentences must be there. And if you observe here, to read and what is read here? Verb form 1, and after that there is verb form 4. Are they two equal? No. So here you have to go with verb form 1. To read and comprehend, not comprehending. V1 and V1. Next, 25th. Efforts should be made strengthen institutions such as the Review Committee on Genetic Manipulation and the Genetic Engineering Approval Committee. Where is error? Second part? Yes. Okay, let us check that. Effort should be made to strengthen. Effort should be made to strengthen institutions. 2 is missing. That is a kind of ambiguity. So 1 or 2, not clear. Go with 2, not a problem. Okay, actually 2 must be along with strengthen, not this way. So that is not the exact place where they have to break the sentence, but it might be by mistake. So those are opted 1 or those are opted 2, both of them correct, but the answer is 2. Okay, next, 26th. Spelling errors. Might, introduction, certainly, indeed. How do you approach this section? How are you approaching this section? Wrong spelling. See, when you go through this section, don't read the whole sentence first. First, directly read the highlighted words. When you read the highlighted words, you can find the error directly. If there is error, that is your answer. There is no other doubt. If there is no error in the highlighted words, then go through the sentence. Check whether they are suitable according to the context or not. So what happens is, when you read them, for example, you will have 2, you have 2. So when you look at them, the highlighted words directly, the 2, TO2 and TO both are correct. Both are correct only grammatically when you just look at the highlighted words. But if you put them in the context, then you will understand whether that is suitable in the context or not. So first step is, you just go through the highlighted words. If there is the spelling error, that is your answer. If the spelling error is not there, then go through the context. So in the context, you will come across homophones. There you have to get the answer. Look at this sentence now. You might like to read him that way, but it is certainly not what he is doing in Introduction to Metaphysics, or indeed any other work as far as I can see. So this is a kind of statement, a person speaking about the writer who has written this metaphysics and speaking about the introduction, about his behavior, referring to the introduction of that metaphysics. So if you go through, there is no error, you can go with the 5th one. So you might like to read him that way, but it is certainly not what he is doing in Introduction to Metaphysics, or indeed any other work as far as I can see. Next one, 27. Permanent theater, operatic brutally. Spelling error. Permanent, is there any error? No, spelling is correct. Theater, no error. So you're all Americans. Next, brutally, operatic is correct. Operatic is adjective. That means operational, continuous in working condition. See, there are 2 spellings for theater. One is this one, another one is TR. Which one is correct? How many English types do we have? What are they? American and British. If you go with this one, then you're all Americans. You're all following British English. If you go with this one, then you're all studying British English. Which English are you studying? British. Which one do you want to go with here? TRE, not TER. British English spelling is TRE. In rarest of the rare American native speakers, they use this spelling, but this is wrong. You have to go with TRE. Next one, 28. Evidence, agreement, expressly, remedies. Where is the error? Agreement. What is the spelling? Agreement. Double E must be there. The error is in 2. Next, 29. Supposed accomplishment, superiors, successes. Where is error? Superiors. Superior spelling is wrong. You can go with the third one. Next, 30th. Appeal, landlords, owners, inadequate, that is not inadequate, that is her work inadequate. Inadequate. Inadequate spelling, that is the fourth one. Right. Thank you.